It's 3K a tap? Oh my. That is wild. This game's a scam. Oh! Today we're going to be talking about hitting my 25 weapon, okay? And if you should go for it as well, why I went for it, all of those questions will be answered. Possibly the biggest question is, was it worth it? And how much did it cost? So for me going to plus 25, just from 24 to 25, at the end I spent about 1.2 million gold from honing to buying extra materials. This was something that I had planned. So the next question that this kind of leads into is, was it worth it? And while I was honing, because it took 2 separate honing sessions, the first honing stream we got to about 71%. That is like 75 taps or 78 taps, something ridiculous. It was crazy, man. The stream was so much fun. We were trying to 360 no scope this thing, get it to hone. We tried everything, man. So the next week I bought a lot more materials. I got a lot of more bound materials, and then we went at it again, and I prepared to pity the next Sunday, and that's exactly what we did. And you know, we had a chill ride from 71% to pity. We just kind of accepted it. And guys, sometimes you just gotta understand that you can't change the outcome. You just gotta accept it and decide what you're gonna do moving forward from that point. But it did feel pretty awful from that first Sunday to the second Sunday. Now, after I pitied, after I got that 25 weapon, that bad feeling was gone, and it was suddenly worth it. And I won't lie, the worst part of it is putting so many mats, so many resources into something and not getting anything out of it. And on a side note, I really feel as if once you get into Akkan gear, it should switch to advanced honing, period. That way it doesn't feel so bad when you're leveling up your gear, even if it's not even cheaper. But the fact that you can level up one eye level at a time, so you're always gaining traction, you're always progressing, it feels good, it feels way better. I would love it if they would do that. They probably won't, but let me know down in the comments if you guys agree with that and you would like to see an earlier beginning to the new advanced honing process. But guys, for me, ultimately, it definitely was worth it. Y'all know that I'm going for a hard Thamine clear, and not only that, but I don't really have a lot of extra room to max out my Glavier's damage. And we did see a decent difference in my Trixian parse. My most optimal parse previously with my 24 weapon was around 30 mil in a 1 minute and 6 second parse, which is 4 of my rotations. And then now with the 25 weapon, we saw about 32 million. And of course, not only that, but the glow. It has a different glow pattern than the previous glows leading up to it. It's much more flowy and almost elegant, and it is very sick, man. Even though the Glavier's weapon glow is not fantastic, it's still very attractive. It's still nice to look at. Now, is it worth it for most people? 99% of the population, you have no need to do this, guys. Going from a plus 20 and continuing up the ladder for your weapons gets increasingly more expensive compared to you being able to get level 9 gems or a 40 set for your elixirs, etc. Okay, so the most important thing is not necessarily just ranking up your weapon. There are definitely other ways to increase your power much more for much less gold, so make sure and keep that in mind. Will I go for a plus 25 again? And that answer is yet to be determined. I think I likely will eventually on the characters I really enjoy playing, like my Slayer, and when I make my war dancer with this upcoming event in this month, I will likely be eventually pushing for a plus 25 on my war dancer, but it will come in time. I will go through the same stages I did with my Glavier of getting a 40 set, getting level 10 gems, maximizing all their damage first before pushing from plus 20 to plus 25. So all in all, I had a fantastic time, not just climbing up to plus 25, but the biggest part was doing it with y'all and seeing everyone on stream while I was honing and having a freaking blast, and of course seeing everyone in the YouTube comments as well. It has been so freaking awesome, and I can't wait to do it again. Before I hone my 25, just real quick, I thought, you know, I've gotten really lucky going up to 24. Should I just stop here? Like, what if the same thing that happened to Stoops happens to me? It has been a road, hasn't it? Yo, thank you for the primes. Lynn, thank you for the prime. New Glow, let's go. That's right. And Nori, thank you for the prime. Guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support, everybody. And more than anything, I want to say, guys, again, and I said this at the very beginning before we started hunting, thank you. I got some help as well from people that sent me a little bit of gold and some mats and stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. All of it helped. Starseeker, thank you for the tier 1, man. I appreciate the support. Thank you, guys. It's here. Let's go! I don't care that it pitied. That shit is beautiful. Oh my god. Look at its gloriousness.